Okay.
Either.
Welcome
I just blew that in your face. I'm sorry.
to the
I just blew mine into your face.
motherfuckers. We're in the intro.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Welcome to the Drunken Cacti podcast, where the arguments are dumb, logic is slurred, and we're bound to make someone upset to breathe the same air as us. I'm your host, Riley Purser, joined today with Julian and Chloe.
I got Patrick's socks on.
Okay.
Good to know.
Well, thank you for joining us this week, guys. It looks a little bit different than last week. We had a little bit of a filler episode, but that's okay.
It was still
What
fun.
was
though.
the last
really-
episode?
It was the one that I was sick on, so it was just Lola and Vivian.
And they would do
Oh,
like
what?
a wheel of like mixed drinks.
Yeah,
and
so
then
they were
would-
like making drinks and stuff,
It was
yeah.
super cute.
So how come we're not doing that? Lola, you're supposed to plan these things for the episodes to help us out here. You're the intern to help us here. Why are you doing it on your episode, but you're not influencing our
Exactly.
episodes?
She works very hard. What do you guys talk about?
Not hard enough for her free income that she doesn't get.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
About
you're.
my free income when I'm on here.
Yeah, this is all just able to go on your resume.
Yep.
That's about it.
So when your next employer calls, you're not going to have a very good answer.
How do you even afford your rent? Isn't this the only thing you do, Lola?
I just make.
She definitely doesn't sleep with the host, that's for sure.
Don't tell your wife.
I told you to shut up. I think she listens through the vents now. I don't know why she doesn't trust Lola. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Lola seems like a very genuine person.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. You can always
Wife, though. I don't know.
you can always trust women. Okay, we always trust
Yeah,
women.
women never lie.
Never.
Women never cheat. Women never. Oh.
Oh, wait. I think they do all those things.
Oops. Sorry. Sorry to every guy out there that's ever been hurt. Yeah, my bad.
And that's why they're players now. Okay, that's how it works.
Yeah, dude, it's done actually, it is kind of crazy how it's done a complete 180 on how it used to be. It used to always be where, men objectify the women. Now it's completely 180'd.
I think it's because they have rights now. I think that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, part of it is like there's some, not to sound like a pick-me girl, but there's like the whole thing about like, oh, boss bitch type of thing. And
Thank you, Lola.
whenever there's instances of like, let's say like domestic violence of a man.
Jesus.
Well, okay.
I love that
This
shit.
stems into like a pop culture thing I want to mention later on if
Okay.
you guys are interested. But
Yeah.
but like whenever a guy talks about like, oh, like I was abused by my partner,
Mm.
it's all not always, but like typically, or I guess in domestic violence instances in general, where it's like, oh, what did you do to cause this? Or especially if it's like a social media type of thing where there's like one, it's like an influencer involved, and the influencer is the one that's being accused of said violence. Then it's like a lot of the internet is on the influencer side because they're a fan of them. And it's like, okay, what did this person do? They're trying to find every excuse to justify violence sort of thing.
I mean, I think it's fair. I think we just need to start, putting them in their place.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
I feel like women are the abusers now in the relationship. They've gotten really
Real vocal nowadays. I think.
that is the exact word I was thinking about. Yeah,
I will say, like, whenever like stuff like that comes up, there's always like TikToks coming up of like, am I really echoey? I'm sorry. But like there'll be like responses to it of women saying like, women in dominated sports, I'm here for it, and I'm like, that's honestly so I'm like, this video of like a guy getting like beaten up by his girlfriend or whatever, and they're like, women in dominated sports, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think men need to take back control. I think we need to start body slamming them and sumo slam their ass.
Yeah.
They need we
I think
need
survival of the fittest, I think, fits in with this.
Yeah, I think we need to put them back in their place, find the nearest woman, grab her by her ankles, lift her up, and just slam her down.
We don't condone violence.
I feel like, in all honesty, like when it comes to those types of if you're like getting bullied at school or whatever, this is something my parentals have done with me. It's like, you don't start a fight, but you finish it. So it's like you can't throw the first punch, but you better finish it.
Now screw it. If find the closest woman you can. Start that fight.
Start that fight.
And finish it
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I meant.
Yeah. You talk
people
about-
who deserve it.
You talk about women in men's sports. Where are we at on that?
Like transgender people.
Yeah. You know, like the Transformers.
Yeah. I don't think.
I don't think. Actually, I was gonna ask you guys something, and it is kind of a little old now, but I want to know your guys' thoughts, okay? Because me and my girl been arguing about this, okay? I don't know how much you guys watch, right? But I'm sure you guys understand in professional sports, there's certain medications you can't use and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like performance enhancing drugs.
stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. There was an incident in the UFC.
Yeah.
You heard about this,
Yes.
Julian? Have you heard about it?
Was there a chick that took
No, it was a
steroids
dude.
and
It was a dude. Hold on. In the middle of the fight, on the corner, he had taken, I think it was like 2 hits or whatever. It doesn't matter how many. But he hit his inhaler. And so, after the fight, because nobody like really saw it until it like came to notice to like Dana White and stuff, because he's the one that owns UFC. They ended up going to the back room and calling it no contest.
Yeah. Which is like so ironic. It's like the other stuff they allow in, and I was like, that's what does it
Wait, what do you mean the other stuff they allow in?
when it comes to Transformers.
I'm not talking about transgenders. This is a straight cis male.
Oh, I was thinking of something entirely different.
No.
Never mind.
I'm just talking about the fact of he used an inhaler, a regular dude. Well, not a regular. I mean, he's a fighter, but he used an inhaler in the middle of a match. So like, not like during the, you know how they go from like, they like take a break and then they'll go back into the fight.
Yeah.
So it was during that he took a hit from his inhaler, and so
Whoa.
afterwards they called it no contest.
so no contest. Is that saying he lost basically?
It's
or-
saying nobody won.
okay.
But he was mad because if you win, you get more money. So, but he was, and if the no contest had came through, he had already won the fight.
So here's the problem with that. There's a high probability, very potential chance that if he didn't hit his inhaler right there, he would have died.
See, but that's the part I have a hard time with. Okay,
If people die.
hear me out. I'm not saying that people in sports always get pulled out when they're to the point of that, right?
Yeah.
If somebody needs, like, if somebody breaks their leg, they get pulled out of a fight. So if you need an inhaler, I feel like you get pulled out of the fight and that's it. You lose, you forfeit.
So
That's true.
I think
Or at least like reschedule the fight.
Like, I understand he was, like, he could have possibly died, right? Okay, then you lost the fight. That's the whole point of fights, is you
Yeah.
get knocked out.
no. Honestly, I do
Maybe just
honestly
reschedule
think
it.
that
when you're not
that is the
asthmatic attack.
yeah. Or even the whole point of a fight is it's supposed to be who can fight who and win.
And the
with
longest.
what they have.
Yeah.
So if you have something that holds you back, like,
Asthma.
asthma, that is one of the things you have to work around. And if part of it is actually that, I do it sucks because yes, if you didn't hit that, you probably would have died. But I do agree that it's actually a little bit better to say that it's no contest, nobody won, because
Yeah.
at that point you're winded. If your other opponent who doesn't have asthma gets winded halfway through the fight and he can't keep fighting because he can't catch his breath and he doesn't have asthma, but if he keeps fighting he might die, well, why is it any different for him? Just because while you do have a medical issue with asthma, there are instances where you are able to, have more endurance, more stamina throughout to be able to make it to the end. So work through it. If you've got to call it quits, call it quits. You're winded.
Yeah.
That's what your opponent
there's-
would do if he didn't have asthma. If he's winded,
Yeah.
he'd be winded.
That's what I'm saying.
call it.
Like, but it was partly that, and also the other part of it is because the rules were saying that because Dana White came out in an interview, and he was saying the only thing you're allowed to have in the corner is water, and some states you can have Gatorade.
Okay.
So my other thing though is like, okay, he needed the inhaler to live, right? You also need food to live, but you're not allowed to have that in the corner. I think it's also just your presence on camera and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? I don't think it's just that. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I honestly can't say much because I don't watch a whole lot of fighting except for like the news articles that pop up.
I don't either. I saw it on TikTok.
Okay, same here, that I guess, but
I don't even remember the fighter's name.
it's like the most I know. It's like sometimes Jake Paul fights people. Sometimes
He fights old people.
I honestly, maybe they ought to just do a slightly longer, like extended break. Like you can't, use your inhaler during that break, but allow them to have like an extra 2 to 3 minutes in that corner to be able to like recatch themselves to be able to potentially go on again. But if by the end of those 2 to 3 minutes they can't recoup themselves and they can't go one more match, that's it.
Yeah, I just feel like that's like because just like you were saying, if a normal healthy person can get winded too with that much physical activity.
Yeah.
So like, how come one person can have an advantage and not the other person?
Because
They shouldn't be doing it to begin with, but they know they have asthma because you're willingly putting yourself at risk. Maybe.
which means at the same time when you're taking that risk, that's something you have to work around.
Yeah.
So are we gonna have some Kool-Aid before we do it?
Are the
Yeah.
are
Can it
the
be purple?
No, I like red Kool-Aid.
Red?
Wait, did
Kool-Aid.
you guys not get the joke? The purple Kool-Aid with the Colt?
It's always red
are you
Kool-Aid.
talking about black people?
Colts?
No.
Oh,
Colts are
I think it
red
was like-
Kool-Aid.
No,
it's
this
always
was
drink
like-
the red Kool-Aid.
I was
No,
gonna
it
talk
was
about
like-
bringing the watermelon. I think we're on the different pages here.
Watermelon?
No. I thought we were talking about black people stereotypes.
No, I was talking about like don't drink the Kool-Aid, and it's regarding the Colt.
Yeah,
It happened. I think it's Waco, Texas, where they literally had everyone drink the Kool-Aid, and they literally committed like a mass. Am I
It's
allowed to
red
say this word
Kool-Aid.
on YouTube?
Mass self-unaliving.
That it's like Wacon.
You're talking about Waco?
Waco. Yes, Waco.
That did not do that at
That
Waco.
was not a mass
That was
suicide.
Not Waco. That was
That's a
yeah.
different
Waco
cult,
was a mass murder, not a mass suicide.
From our own government.
Our government threw in tear gas that was flammable, and then they fired a tank shot into the bunker and ignited the tear gas, killing everyone inside.
Well, actually, the other thing is all the women and all the children, they had locked themselves into the like the fridge pantry
Yep.
area where it had like a big
No,
lock.
it was a special basement.
Yeah, it was like a safeguard thing.
underground area that
And they
was the
shot-
last you can get to.
In the United States, the United States government saw heat sinks in
Not
there.
just the United States government, it was the FBI,
Yep.
some of the CIA,
Yep.
and it was the
ATF.
ATF.
They saw heat sinks, so they threw a bunch of tear gas into that bunker and killed all the women and children.
That's fucking crazy, man. I remember.
I bought Waco, Texas. You should watch it.
I don't know if I
It's fire.
saw that, but I saw
There's
some
also
sort of, like,
another
a
YouTuber
narrative,
you can
but
watch, Wendy Goon. He's got a whole thing on it. It's
My
really
husband
cool.
loves that.
Yeah,
freaking
you gotta watch his
YouTuber.
Waco episode.
I saw one where it
it'll
was
piss
talking
you
about
off.
like this one Asian guy. Like it was like the aftermath of the Hiroshima bombing,
Mhm.
and it was like his skin slowly melted.
Yeah, he
off.
melted.
It's so fucked up, but so freaking good. And I was just like, ooh, I was so locked in watching that video. I was like, it was so disgusting, but I was like, oh.
Another good
Then
one was
what?
Ruby Ridge.
Yeah, that one was crazy. They killed his wife and his kid.
And his dog.
Does that mean?
Started with his dog, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
Shot his dog in front of his kid. Kid ran off, told his dad, and that started a whole thing. And then
Yep.
and he shot his wife as she went to go out, as they were trying to basically get to safety.
Lila helped me out. But what I was referencing regarding the serious, not the Kool-Aid was the Jonestown mass suicide.
Yes, the
Oh.
Jonestown.
I just got them mixed up. I got my suicides mixed up. Sorry, guys.
I thought we were getting races mixed up.
Ice people.
Ice people.
I said nice people.
Ice baby. Oh.
I almost said something bad.
Whoa, we don't have any Mexicans on the pod. I don't think we can say all that.
Well, that
was
wasn't. I
supposed to be
can't
the
say
same.
that
You want
before.
some more ice in your drink?
You know what's crazy? So in my area, there like hasn't been as much lately, but check out burp.
That's because they don't live down there.
Well, there's a lot actually people living out there, but
No, this time I'm
there's been
Mexicans.
actually like a decent amount of like ice protests happening, and then there's people driving by with the Ice Ice Baby song. Like, and I'm just like, damn, that's crazy.
Julian, where are you at on this religious movement? Okay, we need you to accept Jesus Christ in your life.
You want to come to church with me?
Jesus, are you there?
No, hold on.
That's not.
He ain't saying nothing yet, so we'll talk about it later. He's still been
Seek
giving
him.
me the silent treatment for
You have to
a
go
while
out
now.
and seek him. You can't just like phone a friend type thing.
Yeah.
It's different. from
Well,
men
he
versus
knows I'm
women, actually.
freaking busy, man. I'm sorry, dude. Like,
You're too busy for your father.
yeah.
Well, Jesus is not
Sorry.
your father.
I look forward to seeing
He is
you, though.
everyone's father. What
No,
the
he's
fuck are you
not.
talking about? But-
Jesus is not the father.
He's our son.
But at the
I
end of
know you go to a huge rock church, don't you?
Rock
Me?
church.
I do.
What kind of church do you go to?
It's called the Arizona one. You know,
Is it
there's
a rock
multiple
church?
campuses.
Oh, multiple campuses? Yeah, that's why. That's why you think they're all the same person.
Why do you think it? Wait, what's a rock church? I'm confused.
A rock church where they have a huge like musical concert at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I knew it.
It's not like they have like someone on freaking wires. And
Not yet. They're waiting for the budget to hit, guys.
say, like,
Once that budget hits, you know
You'll be
it.
flying around.
Like I do like with like my church, like no hate on sort of thing. That is because there's like a location in Mesa, Gilbert, Queen Creek, I think in northern Arizona as well. But no hate on it. But the pastor, like the main pastor that talks, he only goes mainly to one location.
And then record it.
Yeah, and like personally for me, like the message is good, so like nothing against that, but I just wish like even if we are seeing recording that like maybe there can be like a separate pastor at that location of the church to give their thoughts about it instead of just like, okay, here's it's called worship.
Yeah.
Way. Our concert, it's worship. Okay.
It's got a concert budget.
But like I just wish like they would just give their 2 cents instead of just like us going there and just being a bunch of iPad kids. I'm gonna say like the message is really good. Like I do feel like I get a lot out of it from their teaching sort of thing. But it's also like the same teaching. It's like they post on their YouTube channel of their sermons. And so like when I'm since I've been like saving money on gas sort of thing, I've just been watching the sermons at home, which is just like I'm watching what everyone else is watching because we're just watching a giant screen. John, like I said, nothing against a lot of especially non-denominational churches.
Yeah, that's what
I've been
they do.
hearing, and it's definitely been more prominent. I've heard with more denominational churches like Christians, obviously Mormons, not Christians, Catholics and Mormons, and more specifics. It's definitely more of like, oh, there's someone there at the church talking like they're individuals. It's not like a
It's
corporate
it's
thing.
all of them except for the rock churches.
yeah. And like and when I was like a kid, I went to Catholic church.
To bring her on the
type of
pod.
thing. For real. Like it's been my mom.
Will she be on the pod?
Probably not.
Ah,
But you can ask her separately. But like she grew up like
I'll DM her. I'll just slide in them DMs.
But
I can do that.
Don't
Wait,
tell my wife.
how old is your mom?
she's 59.
That's all you, bro. That's all you.
Yeah.
Trying to get into that.
Yeah.
Trying to get into that home ownership. High five.
Hey, just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
My dad owns that shit. The fuck?
Hey, that's
Listen, dude,
fitty.
Just because there's a goalie don't mean you can't score.
Stay away,
Bingo.
stay away from my mom. Bro.
You don't want to see him at family meetings?
No. Not in that I'm not calling you daddy.
Hey,
Fuck
kiddo.
that shit.
How long have they been together?
Kid?
Over like 15 years, bro.
Oh.
15?
He's my
Yeah, she
stepdad.
can start over.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
Bro,
what it
you're
means.
missing out, bro. I'm going to buy a hooker for you to eat your ass, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
You might want to test her for that.
Nah, bro. Some chicks are into it.
And that's probably why you need to test them.
Yeah, make sure they don't have
Or
herpes.
Maybe you're just too vanilla.
No.
I'm so vanilla. I don't like. We
She
shouldn't
talking
spread
about
STDs or
buddy.
sexually transmitted.
I was just
child.
talking about eating ass.
Yeah, but she gonna give you her mouth herpes on your ass.
I think I heard that happen to someone I used to know.
If you have like mouth herpes and then you go down on someone, you give them genital herpes.
Yeah.
So it's like.
And then if you go down on somebody,
prominent.
if you go down on somebody and they have genital herpes, you don't get mouth herpes. You know that? You get genital herpes on the mouth. That's a real thing. They're two different things.
Hey, I never had that experience because I've had good parents growing
Drink
up.
of the week!
Welcome to the Drink of the Week with Lola. This week we're going to do the gimlet. It's a very simple cocktail. It's 3 ingredients. So we're going to start out with our vodka. We have 2 ounces of vodka. We're going to put everything in a shaker. Right. And then we have 0.75 of our simple syrup. And then lastly, you just have some lime juice. Same thing, 0.75 for that. All right. We're just going to shake all that together. And now we have our gimlet. Traditionally, it's topped with a little lemon or a little lime wedge, so you can do that. All right. Please like, subscribe, comment, text in. Tell us your stories, good, bad, everything. We'd love to hear from you. Let's get back to the show.
And we're back. We have the gimlet this week.
You guys can't hear my slurping, right?
It's me.
Okay. I'm like, oh.
That's
This
really
is just lemon?
It's really refreshing. And it's very refreshing and it's very fitting for.
I see it as like a summer drink. Yeah.
I mean, even though we are,
Julian doesn't like it.
right now, we are technically, I think, still winter.
I think we just hit spring.
Just briefly, but I talked about this like a couple days ago, this happened a couple days ago, but I just now talking to you guys about it. But 2 days ago, oh my God, 2 days ago.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Queen.
I never even heard about this until I saw the news article, but it's called. Oh, I was reading something.
Do you want margarita? So that we can actually have a straight story over here that I don't have to cut a million times.
Give me.
No. Just simply put some salt on the rim.
of this.
Yeah.
Okay, now everybody shut up so that we can have a story that I don't have to cut.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead, Chloe.
But yeah, since we obviously live in Arizona.
Yep.
So-
Did you get rid
No,
of
I
it?
said just put some salt on the
Hold
rim.
on. She has to turn the cup over.
oh.
Okay, now let's wait till Lola's done making noise.
Well, I didn't even hear it. I just heard people freaking out.
I heard the big old.
It's like men ASMR.
You're good. I'll be quiet and
Okay, go ahead. You have 30 seconds.
Okay, so I didn't even know Martinez, Arizona was a place to begin with.
Okay.
But a couple of days ago from the time where we're filming, Martinez, Arizona hit 110 degrees. And that is the hottest day in March that has ever been recorded in the U.S. And since, like, before Martinez, Arizona, the most recent time that has hit that record was at 108. And it was somewhere in Texas, I think, in the 1960s.
Oh, wow.
Also, have you guys been having an issue with grasshoppers in your area? Because
Yes.
I know I live kind of far
so
away.
many grasshoppers.
Like, the area, like, literally, I can't open my door without, like, 10 flying in.
Yeah, one of them hit
Did I
my girl in the
spit on you?
face the other day.
Guys?
Wait, which one?
No need to disclose.
But yeah, no, dude, I've been seeing them all over the place. There were some in my sink drain the other day. I literally went to wash my dishes and it jumps at me in the face. I'm like, what the dude? Is Armageddon happening? Like, are we going through Ragnarok soon?
Like, is the second coming approaching?
Yeah.
Like,
Is it the end times here?
I got a subject change, guys. I want to ask you something. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. How do you feel in a relationship?
Oh, I love this question already.
How do you feel if a man doesn't know or is unwilling or can't change a flat tire on a car?
Can I say it personally?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, I don't personally have a problem with it because, honestly, until my own husband taught me how to change a flat tire, I didn't know. I think the standard for everyone, as someone that didn't know at the time that I was learning how to drive, should learn how to change a flat tire in general, as they're learning how to drive.
See, I can agree with that, but I feel like
Across the board.
at the end of the day, though,
They are, like,
the
tires
dude
are
should know
heavy as
how
fuck.
to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is ideal because they are stronger, because even when my husband was teaching me, I was struggling so much, and, like,
It's not
even-
just stronger. They have a penis.
So you're
They should be
fine
doing
with
all the
them
dirty
having-
stuff.
Yeah, you're fine with having a feminine man.
It doesn't matter, just like someone is like do it. I think people just know how
I don't know how to drive. How to change a tire, babe.
How unattractive would that be? You get a flat tire, you're pulled over on the side of the road, and you're like, "Hey, babe,
Can you go change the tire?
can you put
since we got a
the spare
flat?"
tire on?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Ah, "I don't want to get my fingers dirty,"
Oh,
I
in
don't know
that
how to
sense?
do it. I'm sorry. I don't know.
or even just, "I don't know how to do it."
I don't know how to change a tire, babe.
Like, that's attractive.
I personally
You could date that.
I personally know how I'm indifferent to it because I'm like, I get it because, like, I don't know how to change it.
Yeah, but
Okay?
you're a girl though. I feel like that's different.
Okay, how about this?
I think it's a
So, hold
standard
on,
that,
hold
like,
on, hold on.
everyone should
Let's
know,
see in
honestly.
this scenario.
If I don't know how to paint my nails,
Let's add a little bit to
that's
the
a girl
scenario.
thing.
Let's add a little bit to the scenario.
Okay, go ahead.
So you tell him, okay, babe, come watch me change this tire so you can do it. And he's like, I don't want to.
If he's like, I refuse to learn, that's a different story.
Well, okay, so he's gone to this point in his life without learning. Do you think he's gone to this point in his life without learning, without refusing to learn?
I guess that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, kind of just like a learned helplessness sort of thing. I guess
There
that's
you
true.
go.
But then can't you apply
'Cause I-
that to, like, not even necessarily just men, but women in general? Because that's just kind of like a survival thing. Like,
Yeah.
like, I know there's like certain areas where it's like it's not a requirement to drive, so it's like more understandable, like New York or
Yeah,
inside sort of thing. But in our areas, it's like you have to drive, like, to go to work sort of thing. It's
Yeah.
like a normal thing to drive an hour for work. So, when it comes to that, like, if my husband's like, oh, I don't know how to change a tire, and if this was the case, like, if I knew it, and then I was like, oh, can I teach you? He would be all for that. But in this case, he was like, oh, I already know how to change a tire. Can I, like, let me teach you? Since, like, this is a situation we're in. And so he fully, like, taught me, but if, like, in any scenario where he was like, I don't want to do it, I don't want to learn, then it's like, why are you being such a bitch? Like,
Let me ask you this.
learn. Just
Let me
learn.
ask you
It's
this
not bad
scenario.
to learn.
Let me ask you this scenario, okay? And I know you're very prominent on not thinking like this, but pretend for a second
Okay.
that you're single and you're in the dating field, even if it's just you're looking back at that time, right?
Okay.
You're single in the dating field. You go on 2 different dates.
Okay.
You're both driving in the car, both dates. Tire blows. Okay?
Yeah.
if the tire blows, and you don't know how to change a tire at this point, right?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Oh, I don't want to do it, or I'll just call somebody, or whatever," right? At the end of the day, it doesn't change it. Or second scenario, you blow a tire on the freeway, and the dude's like, "Hold up, I got it. You wait here. I'm gonna go take care of it. I'll be right back." Which is more attractive?
I will say the second one because it's like the whole idea of like, if it's specifically like, don't worry about it, I'm going to take care of it. It's not even just like a overall like, oh, he has everything handled in this scenario. It's just kind of like the umbrella.
So-
It's like he has shit handled in general. He's going to take care of me no matter what. Like he is my protector. Like
Mhm.
that sort of thing.
Including if you also have the option of either one of those guys, you get to a point of actually dating them, you blow a tire and you're able to call either one and say, "Hey, I blew a tire. Can you come change it for me?" You taking the one that comes changing it to change it for you, or you taking the dude that just sits back and goes, I don't know how to do it, sorry,
You
babe.
have to
No.
call someone.
Like naturally. But like,
See, that's what I'm saying though. Is it's important for there's certain things that a guy should just know how to
You
do.
should just know.
oh, I agree.
Especially
I just
as a
think It's just
guy.
like not as common, honestly.
And I think that's a
Uh,
problem though.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. Like I'm sure I don't want to like discredit like, oh, like you shouldn't like I was saying, like people who should that are driving in general should know how to change a tire
Mm.
across the board. Like you should know how to do that.
You better be careful with Chloe. Last time she got too drunk and had to stay the night. Chloe, you were gone.
Horrible.
I was fine.
No, you weren't. You were swaying sitting down.
Was I really?
Yeah, it was bad.
Land into the
She's like, I'm just gonna sleep in my car. Chloe, there's an extra bed.
That shit was horrible, and yours definitely had more than mine.
Oh, yeah, Chloe, you were gone. You blew what, a 2.5 or a 0.25?
It was like, with my, that's what
Yeah, you were at
Emphasis,
least triple
I was
the limit.
not like thinking about driving. Let me just clarify.
No, for sure. I knew you weren't, but I was like, I don't even know if you could walk to your car right now. Thank you for joining us this week on the Drunken Cacti podcast. We appreciate you guys here with Julian and Chloe,
Appreciated.
and I'm Riley. And every episode at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll see you guys next week. Like, subscribe, comment. Bye.